Hi, my name is Rickard. In this video I would like to demonstrate a program I've written for taking notes. I recently read a book called How to Take Smart Notes by Sönke Ahrens. This book describes a note-taking system used by the German sociologist Niklas Luhmann. And this system is based on writing down atomic IDs on index cards. And these index cards are given sequential numbers and stored in a slip box. And if an ID is related to another ID, that card is stored behind the other card in the slip box. So related cards are stored together. But arbitrary linking is also possible because of the sequential IDs. So you can just write down on an index card, you can write down the ID of another index card whose ID is related. I won't go into more details about the system in this video, but I encourage you to check out the book if you want to learn more about it. So I wanted to try out this system for myself, for my own notes. And for a while I thought about using a physical slip box and index cards just because to keep it simple and focus on the core ideas of the system. But on the other hand, like full text search and easier linking are attractive features that I think are only possible in a digital tool. So I decided to try and implement a digital note-taking application that mimicked the Slipbox, but also improved it with full text search and easier linking. And now I want to show you what the application looks like and how to use it. So I'm here in the terminal, and this is where you start the Smart Notes application. You do it with the following command. The last part is the name of the file that you want to open. And in this case, we're going to work on demo.notes. So when the application is open, it just shows a blank screen because there are no notes in this file. So we're going to start by creating a note, and we will create some sample notes from the book How to Take Smart Notes. So we begin by pressing the C key for create. This will create a new note and open an external text editor where we can edit the contents of the note. So I will write the title of the book. Take Smart Notes by Sönke Ahrens. And notes can also have links and tags. And there's one special tag called title, and notes with the title tag will have their text centered. So we'll use it for this note. And when we save and close the external text editor, the new note text appears. The tag is visible in the bottom right corner, and in the left bottom corner there is the date when the note was created. So next I want to create another note which is an ID from the book, and I want to link it to this title note. So one way to do that is to select this title note by hovering over it and pressing the C key. That will create a new note which has a link to the note that was selected. And in this note I want to write writing does not start with a blank page. So this is another idea from the book, and therefore the link. So now we have two notes, and we can select the center note by clicking on it, and we can go back and forth. So I want to make another note which is related to this writing does not start with a blank page note. I want to expand on that idea. So again, I select it and press the C key. A new note is created, and the editor is open for that new note. And in this one, I want to write turning a rough draft to a readable text is not that hard. So this is the idea that if you have a rough draft of a text, it's not that difficult to turn it into something better, and eventually you will have written something. So that's another idea that is related to writing. It does not start with a blank page. Now I want to create another note with another idea from the book, which is not related to this writing. So I make sure that no note is selected, and I press the C key to create a note with no links. And the idea I want to enter is another idea from the book, and that is that ideas should mingle with each other. And at this moment, this note doesn't have any links to any other notes, but it is really, I would like to have a link from the title note to this note, because it's an idea from the book, and if it has that link, it's easier to find later on. But as you can see, the only note visible now is the last one we created. So the way to find other notes is to open the search bar, and you can open the search bar by pressing the / key. The search bar has a text field where you can enter a search term, and it shows the most recent results. And this document only has 4 notes in total, but you can see that if we write something like writing, it will filter, so only notes matching that search term are shown. And you can also make it smaller and bigger. And you can also open notes by clicking on them up here. So if we click on notes, they will open. So let's go back to this ideas should mingle with each other. So what I would like to do is to create a link from how to take smart notes to this ideas should mingle with each other. And the way to do that is to just simply start dragging on the source note, and then as you move the cursor, the line will turn green when it is over a note that will create a link. So I'll just release the mouse cursor here, and the note is created from how to take smart notes to ideas should mingle with each other. So if we go back to this title note, all notes are visible here. So now I would like to show how you can undo a bad linking operation. So say for example that I create a link from this one to one of the writing notes. These notes are not really related, so I would like to undo this operation. One way to do that is to press Ctrl Z for undo, and you can also redo by pressing Ctrl Y. Another way to do this is to unlink this note from its parent. So the way to do that is to select it and press the U button for unlink. The last thing I want to show is how you can delete a note. So say for example that we create a child note to the mingle note, and we decide that this wasn't really a good idea, this note doesn't fit. We could undo the operation as we did with unlinking, but we can also delete this note entirely. So if we select note and press D, the note will disappear. And notice that it also disappeared from the search bar which shows the most recent notes that match. So if we undo this operation and we do an unlink instead, so we select the enter note text, the new note, and press U for unlink, the link will disappear, but the note is still here because we didn't delete the note, we just deleted the link. So those are the basic features of the application, and that's all I wanted to show you. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the demo. If you have any thoughts or questions, please leave them in the comment. And if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know. Until next time, bye.